Let's first talk about the IB mission. The International Baccalaureate Program is to develop lifelong learners who seek to improve the world through knowledge, inquiry, and reflection. So to this end, the organization works with schools, governments, and international organizations to develop challenging programs of international education and rigorous assessment. The International Baccalaureate learners embrace a holistic education that engages them intellectually to become creative problem solvers and socially to become empathetic global citizens.
Now we'll talk about the education trends. Before, it was more of a traditional style. It was more about memorization. It was the same content for all. It was about hermetic subjects, IQ test, didactic, teacher-centered, academic intelligence, non-reference, machine score test, closed classroom, and more about a national perspective. Now, it's more of a progressive style, meaning that it's more of critical analysis, student choice, it's more of transdisciplinarity, it's a range of skill testing, constructivism, child-centered, education of the whole child, criterion difference, digital on papers, open plan rooms, and more of a multiple perspective. This means that now having a more of a progressive education trend, the student can perform better, they can develop their skill better, they can master the skills they are good at and improve the skills they aren't as good.
Now let's talk about the 4 programs of IB. The first program we have is IB Primary Years, or PYP. It's for children aged 3 to 12, and it develops young students as caring, active participants in the lifelong journey of learning through a student-centered approach to education. And then we have the Middle Year Programs, or MYP. It's a challenging framework that encourages students who are aged 11 to 16 to make practical connections between their studies and the real world. And then after that, we have the IB Diploma Program, or DP, which is the one we're currently in. And it aims to develop students aged to 16 to 19 who have excellent depth of knowledge, and students who flourish physically, intellectually, emotionally, and ethically. And then last but not least, we have Career-Related Program, or CP. It's a framework of international education addressing the needs of students engaged in career-related education, and it leads to further and higher education, apprenticeships, and employment.
So now, what are the 6 courses in the IB program? To earn the full IB diploma, you have to take courses from 6 subjects. 1 each from groups 1 to 5, and either 1 from group 6 or a substitute from group 1 to 4. The group 1 includes studies in language and literature, most likely an English literature course if you're an American student. Group 2, language acquisition, which means it's a foreign language course. Group 3, which is individuals and societies. This includes a variety of subjects such as history, economics, geography, and more. Group 4, this includes all the sciences, which are biology, chemistry, physics, and more. And Group 5, it's basically mathematics. And Group 6, it's included the arts, which are dance, theater, visual arts, and more. The students will take some subjects at a higher level, which is denominated as HL, and some at the standard level, which is denominated as SL. Each student takes at least 3, but no more than 4 subjects at higher level, and the remaining at standard level. Standard level subjects take up to 150 teaching hours. Higher levels comprises about 240 teaching hours. Now we'll talk about the core requirements for the IB program. The core requirements are 3, which are the first one, the EE or extended essay. This is an independent research essay up to 4,000 words that's graded externally by the IB. It has to be focused on one academic subject and written on a topic that's been approved by the IB. Students are awarded points toward the diploma based on how well they do on this essay. The second one is Theory of Knowledge, or TOK, which basically teaches the nature of knowledge and builds a skill and critical thinking. The students have to complete a presentation, which is graded by the teacher, and a 1,600 word essay graded externally in order to pass this course. The last one, but not less important, is CAS, or Creativity, Activity and Service. Lastly, students are required to participate in an activity outside of class, either community service, athletics, or creative activities. For most students, the regular extracurricular activities and sports count for these hours, meaning that they don't need to add anything to their schedules to fulfill this requirement.
Now let's talk about the IB Learner Profile. It is the IB mission statement translated into a set of learning attributes for the 21st century. So all those involved in the IB education, like the students, teachers, school leaders, administrators, the staff, and parents, they should all strive to show these attributes, which are inquirers, knowledgeable, thinkers, communicators, principled, open-minded, caring, risk-takers, balanced, and reflective.
Now, we want to explain you why is the IB diploma different. Basically, the IB programs are different from other curricula because they, first of all, encourage a student of all ages to think critically and challenge assumptions. They develop independently of government and national systems, incorporating quality practice from research and our global community of schools. They encourage students of all ages to consider both local and global contexts. And finally, they develop multilingual students.